Here, let's drag one out here and try and keep it from running away. When I made this pelican, it's the body is a sculpt and the wings are flexies.
Uh-huh.
I need,
I see that they're flexies.
yeah, if I get him to flap, I'm trying to get him reset so he doesn't fly away. Oh no, that won't help anymore, will it? Here, let me try one more thing.
Well, they're good in
And,
flexies.
yeah, that was what flexies were for. It was for stuff like this. At any rate, the thing that I've changed recently about the Pelican is that when I made it, my understanding of rotation math was not as strong as it is now, and I couldn't figure out how to make the bird bank when it turned.
Hmm.
And that was like 10 years ago, and I've learned a few things since then, and I could make it bank now. As a matter of fact, I probably could have fixed it 5 years ago, but I had so many new projects to work on, I never got around to it. And it kind of felt embarrassing that I had this product that flew, and when it turned, it looked really unnatural.
Yeah, I see.
And
Um,
so I finally got around to this bird and the albatross and the pteranodon all use a very similar script, and they all didn't bank when they turned, and so I was able to fix it in one place and use it in all of them. And so now, if you're filming,
yes,
I
I am.
guess I'll allow this thing to fly now.
Okay, don't do it. Don't turn it loose until I'm zoomed, connected to it. So my camera will
Okay.
follow it.
Yeah, tell
Now
me
I'm
when.
ready.
Okay, it should fly off. There we go. And it may be kind of hard to tell, but it is banking when it turns. And if you ride it and you can steer it, and when you make sharp turns, it practically turns on edge
Mm.
when it makes a sharp turn. At any rate, so I updated the math,
Mm.
and while I was at it, I added a bunch of other things like there's a list in the forum article I just published, and it can cross sim borders now, and since it's an autonomous critter that flies around on its own, how does it know when it can cross a border? And I've solved this problem in other things before, and the answer is that I give it a list of places that are safe to go.
Mm.
And so when I sell it now, it comes with a remote control device that allows you to enter which regions it's allowed to go into. And for example, in InWorlds, they have the IZ Straits, they call it, the ocean that connects all of their regions together.
Hmm.
And you can sail a boat on those public waters. Well, I can tell my Pelican, you can fly anywhere in the IZ Straits, and I can let it loose, and it will fly back and forth, over a kilometer away and 2 kilometers back all day long, and it knows where it can safely go without running into trouble trying to cross into a region it's not allowed to go into.
Hmm.
And and so so while I had the lid open, I kept making more and more changes to the script. And one of the changes is, how does it know, say in Discovery Grid, which regions are public ocean or not, because it's not the IZ Straits and it doesn't have that list built in. So I added a way for people to put a list on my server for their grid, for every grid or their own grid, what regions are safe to fly into. So you can set up a list of public water on your grid now, and this bird will read that list off the cloud when you res it, and then it will only fly places that it knows are safe.
Hmm. Wow, that's good. Well,
And that's not all.
all right.
Something else I've done before is in some of my critters is I added a transponder to them. So once a minute, that Pelican, you have to turn it on because it's kind of leggy to make a lot of requests to the internet.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so you have to ask for it. You have to turn it on before you lose your Pelican, And then once a minute, the Pelican sends a message to the server and says, "This is where I am now." And I have a web page that you can go to and say, "Where is my Pelican now?" And it will find all of the transponders that you've turned on, and then you can mark your transponder to be public, so that anybody else can say, "Show me all of the public transponders in Discovery Grid right now," and it'll show a bunch of pelicans flying around, a bunch of albatrosses, and a kraken that's swimming around in the oceans attacking ships. And so if you want to know where the kraken is, you can go to that webpage and find out where it's safe to sail today.